Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters, and today we're taking a look here at the Champion Stadium, specifically some special Pasio Champion Stadiums that could be coming up relatively soon. I don't have the schedule pulled up, but we are going to be getting Nate's special Pasio Stadium few days. I don't actually remember when it drops. Sometime around the 20th to the 25th, in that general area. We're going to be getting Nate's special stadium, right? Which, of course, it's Fairy Week. It's got some... Jesus. Got a lot of skills, stats, whatever. My God, it's a grocery list on Black Friday. But yeah, I want to kind of talk about all these special Pasio Stadiums because I don't know when it happened, but we got a lot of data mined Pasio Stadiums that just never existed prior. I don't know when this happened. Could have been months ago. Could have been this month. I don't honestly remember, but Adam Dialga made a post about it 2 weeks ago now, something like that. And that was pretty intriguing to me, so I kind of wanted to talk about it. And I just waited until now because I'm lazy. So, obviously, we've had some special stadiums, right? Like, I've got my channel pulled up here because I've done videos, I think, over all of them. The first one was Marnie, then, I think, it may have been Serena, actually. Yeah, I think it was Serena, because this was a rerun. Okay, whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter. We had Serenas, we got Marnies, we got Reds. This one was versus Hop. This one was versus Water Week. Leaf, right? And then we got the reruns for Red and Serena, right? And we're getting Nate this month. So we have all of those, right? Again, just to reiterate, Marnie, Hop, Red, Leaf, now Nate. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Sure, whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. But we got ourselves in the data mine some more of those. Also, we did have some others as well. This all may have dropped within the battle rally, but there's only two that are actually in the battle rally that we don't already have. It's only in the first paste bin that Absol uploaded here. If we go and look, so obviously we got Serena's special Pasio Stadium battle, right? Because of course the battle rally takes all stadium battles, a lot of battle challenges, and also the special Pasio Stadiums, right? Well, this one obviously contains, the battle rally obviously has Serena's stadium. It also has Calum, which is new. Calum has never had a champion stadium before. He is Bug Week, and it was just in the battle rally. So, new battle rally content, right? Marnie's Stadium, which of course we've already had, right? Ice Week, generic, all of that. Hop Stadium, which we've already had. Beads Stadium, which we have also never had. Ghost Week, special Pasio Stadium. And then Reds, which of course we've also had, right? So, in addition to the 4 here, right? Well, 5. In total there's 5 here, and then you've got, of course, Serena's, right? So, I guess 6. I guess 5 right here. We got 5 stadiums, and then we got Nate's, right? And then we also have Calum and Bead. On top of that, we also go to Johto, and we've got Champion Silver's special Pasio Stadium, which is Fighting Week. So going through all of the Champion Stadiums, we've got Red and Leaf for Kanto, no Blue, surprisingly. Surprisingly, Blue's Champion Stadium has not been revealed or anything. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that Blue's already a League Elite Four, not Elite Four, a champion for the Kanto Stadium or not. That could influence it, but I really doubt that they actually would make it influence that, because that should be irrelevant. He could be Rock Week, right? So Blue is missing, Neo Champion Blue, but we do have Red and Leaf. Going to Johto, we do have Neo Champion Silver, he being the only Johto Neo Champion. Sinnoh does not have champions, and neither does Hoenn. Unova has Rosa and Nate, so Rosa is also a new one. And then Kalos has both Calum and Serena, and Alola, of course, does not have any special stadiums. And then Galar has all of Marnie, Beat, and Hop. Not in that order. Right, so all in all, we have, what? 5 already released stadiums, 6 if we include Nate. We have 2 in the battle rally with Calum and Bead, and then we have what? We've got Silver and who else? That is not in Rosa, right? So we have also Silver and Rosa that have never been in the battle rally, never had their own special Pasio Stadium, nothing like that, right? So that's very interesting, 100%, that they've already released pretty much all of these Pasio Stadium bosses without actually having released those stadiums yet, right? Because we've never had Ghost Week, Dark Week, Fighting Week, none of that, right? We have not had any of that yet, and I'm very curious as to what they're going to be doing for this going on in the future, right? I'm very curious on, having Fighting Week Stadium. That could mean that there could be an upcoming fighting character or a little bit of an increase in fighting characters. Not that fighting is necessarily a bad type in general, because fighting has a ton of great options, also including Neo Champion Rosa, right? Especially recently, right? We got Riley and Ray both within about like a 6-month span. Hop released last year, or Cynthia rerun very recently back in December. Summer Hilda's going to come up on her rerun in the summer banner, which is not great. And then, of course, we have all the general pool options with Bruno, Marshall, Karina, Brawly, B, Wally, all of them, right? So there's a ton of fighting options. Ghost's also a similar area. It's got a lot of free options specifically. I don't think that the types that they chose are necessarily bad. I think most of these types are represented. If anything, Nate's is probably the worst because Fairy is just not great at all. Right, so I just kind of wanted to note that we could be getting maybe a big influx of Pasio Stadiums in the future. Maybe they'll start doing a monthly special Pasio Stadium with a different weakness type for each of these champions, right? Maybe that's why they released them in a big batch, because they know that they're going to try and plan out having maybe a monthly special Pasio Stadium, whether it be a rerun or an old one or whatever. What is intriguing to me, though, is that I doubt that Rosa's was added to the data mine before the battle rally. Obviously Silver's was added afterwards, considering he was not out at the time of the battle rally, but Rosa probably was released around the same time that Silver's was, for the simple fact that she's also not in the battle rally, right? I would think she would have been if she was actually there. And I want to keep it noted that these battles are different from the Challenge a Super Serious or Challenge a Tenacious champion, right? Like those battles where they release the champion fight, like when they have you got yourself the Neo champion, then you've also got the ability to fight that Neo champion in a little event thing in the event section. This is different from that. These are specifically for special Pasio Stadium bosses. They've got different stats, different passives, and all of that. So this is different from that stuff. I want that to be kept in mind, right? Also, Silver can Mega Evolve, cool, which was to be expected, right, for the most part. So that does leave me with a little bit of wonder. Are we going to be getting potentially an influx of characters that are of the typing of the weakness of these Pasio Stadiums, right? Like, again, for Silver, maybe are we getting a new Fighting Sync pair relatively soon? Maybe for the Kalos Stadium, right? We get Bugweek Calum. Are we going to be getting another Bugweek character? Which, granted, we just got Barry, but, you never know, right? Bug could always use a little bit more in the options department. Bead, are we going to maybe get another Ghost character? We also got Special Costume Eriott recently, so maybe there. Though, honestly, if we're going to keep the trend normal, Nate just kind of shows that they don't have to release a character of that type that month, because we did get Volo last month, but obviously Nate did not release until this month after Volo had already left. So I feel that there's not too much connection there. So maybe they're just going to be randomly throwing these out there. Who knows, right? They could release characters that are potentially for these special Pasio Stadiums, or around the time that these special Pasio Stadiums will be released. Maybe like a month prior, they'll release like a Ghost character, and then the month after will they release, Beads special Pasio Stadium, right? Could happen. But we'll never know. And I kind of want to look at their overall strength, right? Because a lot of these special stadiums have immense strength, right? Like 1.4k pure offenses, 28,000 health, right? Passives that are just fucking massive, right? Like, this is just words, man. This is too many words to read. Like Cold Front, Hail Alert 5, like Standfast 9, Furious Brawn, Furious Brain, Brawn Sync, Brain Sync, like Heavy Hail, Invigorating Hail. Like, they've got a lot of power, right? Like, the big thing with these is that if they have a gimmick with weather, they're likely to abuse it, and then they also have just stuff that generally buffs their offenses. Like, in Red's case, he's got Furious Brawn and Furious Brain. He uses a mix of offenses with Brave Bird, Blizzard, and Ice Beam. I'm pretty sure Silver's here. Yeah, he's got about the same stats. So thankfully, post-Mega, he doesn't change the stats at all, which is good, though, honestly, for the most part, I feel if Silver sinks, you're probably dead. Unless you're running like full health. But either way, Silver's got his defenses based, right? Special defense moves up 5, Tough Sync 3, Umbral Power 3, Dark Zone Sync move up 5, Brainy Rush for special attack buffs, Ripple Effect for debuffs, Team Sentry and entry, and then he's got Wise entry as well. I guess he's a mixed offenses. Yeah, he's got Dark Pulse and Crunch. I don't know why he's so focused on... Yeah, well, no, he's focused a lot more on Dark, though he is a Rock type. Yeah, that's kind of weird, honestly, that he's really focused on Dark. Huh, He's focused on dark moves, but he's got the rock type sync like he should obviously have, right? I feel like they would have made him a little bit more rock focused, but I guess they wanted to focus on his dark side a little bit more, especially because he's got the sides with Cacturne and Umbreon that are focused more on dark stuff, right? Cool, I guess, that he's using a lot of dark types. Sneasel got replaced, and then once he Mega Evolves, Dark Pulse changes out for Stone Edge, which makes it a little bit more weird that he's got Dark Wish, I guess, but sure, man, whatever. I'm not gonna say too much there. Either way, I guess that's neat. Bead Stadium, lower health, lower offenses. I'm going to guess he's maybe a little bit more defensive. Yeah, he's got Sentry Entry, right? So you're not going to be able to use like Renegade Cynthia to cheese through the stage. You're going to be using a special attack and Ghost character. Stupefy to debuff enemy special defense. Smarty Pants and Brain Teaser for DPS options. Hyper Voice Hurricane, Freezing Glare, Psychic. Yeah, Stupefy, right? So he's gonna be debuffing a lot of special defense, which is really gonna be annoying. I don't know who this stage would be meant for. Maybe Eriott, because she can just dodge his attacks, but he does have pinpoint entry, so at the same time, her evasion is not gonna be that effective. I don't know. Interesting though. What's Rosa's stadium look like? And I also haven't really looked at Nate's. Nate, about the same stats as Red. Oh yeah, right. No negative status change. Pokemon sync move damage. Okay, so he needs a status change, right? Like rebuff. So Penny's pretty much designed for him. Rising Tide for stat. So he wants stat debuffs, which again Penny can do with Satisfied Snicker in her grid, and then she's got the innate Mind Games 9 as well. He's got No Quarter as well, of course, because Scale Shot, which is actually going to be pretty damn effective as an enemy move. And then he's got Team Gimme 5, Team Point Entry, Agile Entry, Sentry Entry. So fucking God, he's going to have some high-powered attacks from Good Form and Rising Tide. And then he's pure Dragon type, right? So that's neat, I guess. And then Rosa, slightly lower offenses, but still the same amount of HP. Also Rising Tide in Good Form, Sharpened Mind 1, Hype Up 9. So she's got guaranteed special attack buffs. That's pretty annoying. Does she have Dark Damage Field resistance? So she does not care about Akari's Dark Damage Field, which is pretty stupid. I mean, if you're going to make a character weak to a certain type, you would kind of want them to also intendedly be weak to those gimmicks, I guess. So I don't know why they wanted specifically lower the power of Dark Damage Field. For sync move, no stat up on field. Applies no stat increase when sync move is used. I just don't let her sync. Sync freebie, Team Gimme 5, all that stuff. So okay, a little bit less annoying than Nate, I would say, but still could be a little bit annoying. Yeah, and then we've already looked at beads, right? So yeah, I mean, we got ourselves some special Pasio stadiums coming up. Got to be careful of those. I still don't know why Blues isn't here. Is there any stadium that is also not here? Also, actually, I want to look at Kalem's because I haven't. So Kalem's offense is actually not buffed. He's actually quite weak, all things considered. Does have higher health. I guess they tend to do that for supports, is I guess make them a little bit weaker. I don't know. Tough Cookie, Towering 4, Sunbro, Power. Okay, Kalem is. They really reflected Kalem's abilities with his actual sync pair. Not good. I'm kidding. New Champion Kalem's a pretty good sync pair. Like, come on, let's not downplay him here. That was a joke. That's kind of crazy though. He's quite weak. All things. I mean, as a stadium boss, like that's quite weak. All things considered, like relative to other stadium bosses for the most part, right? Were they always like this? Is Marnie bad? Oh God, Marnie sucks. Never mind. Okay, I guess it makes enough sense. Though she's older, so that makes more sense. But still, wow. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because obviously we're probably going to be getting more special Pasio Week stadiums in the future, probably the near future. So you got to be careful. Probably start building up your types for these special stadium weaknesses so you can get all those good rewards, of course. You know, build up your ghost types, build up your bug types, fighting types, all that stuff. Be sure to have some of those built up so you can take on these stadiums as best and most effectively as possible. Of course, off typing is always valid and always pretty easy to do depending on your box and whatnot, but if you want to have the easiest time, probably just end up building at least the better end of these characters. If you're going to be just doing the fighting week special Pasio stadium, if you don't have B build up, just do it. She's extremely good for being what she is as a general pool character. Definitely on the better end of damage dealing general pool characters in my opinion, but hey, that's just what I'm saying. So build up your characters and whatnot, especially Bug, because Jesus Christ, with Bug you're probably going to need to build as many as possible. Maybe that's why Kalem isn't so insane. It's just because Bug is the type sucks, so there's not too many gimmicks that can maybe counter Kalem. I don't know. I feel like Holiday Viola could do that just fine, but whatever. Sure, I guess. So yeah, I want to talk about the special Pasio stadiums and all that coming up. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you want next for the special Pasio stadiums. Let me know what you think happened to Blue. Why is Blue comatose and dead in the ditch? I mean, I think he's the only one missing, right? Because we got triple. Yeah, he's the only one missing. We got Silver, we got Rosa and Nate. We got who are the other two ones? I think there were only two. Yeah, Serena and Kalen, right? We got both of them, and then we got the 3 sets of the Galar ones, and then just literally just Red and Leaf. So where the hell is Blue at? Maybe Stadium's affecting him, like him being an actual champion. I don't know. That's kind of stupid though if that is the reason. You could just make him Rock Week and Rock Week Stadium. There you go. Whatever. That's my thoughts. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you want next for the special Pasio Stadium, whether it be another new boss in the case of just Blue, I guess. And obviously, you know, what stadium you want next, whether it be Bug Week, Ghost Week, you know, Dark Week, whatever. Let me know if you're interested in all of that. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. I hope y'all enjoyed.